Yes. Welcome back to another stream. Me and he were just chatting shit, as we always do. We were just chatting shit, hence why the time went off. Big up to all the people in the chat. It is the press conference live reaction. We've got Pep Guardiola back. He's back. The man. The Donny.
It's back! Oh yeah, I want to say as well, Holta Juan Malino, man, 2-0.
Yeah, 2-0 for Juan Malilo. The guy got him bits. As much as he said very little, he got the results, man, and that's all we can ask for.
Yeah, man, he did his thing. He held it down. He held it down. So Holta Juan Malino, man.
What a Lilo.
Pep's back. Step aside, Juanma.
Yeah, sorry, Juanma, mate, but your time isn't now.
You're gonna have to fuck off.
Thanks for keeping a seat warm, mate. Yeah, Juanma's dusted. He's obviously taking his backseat role again, and yeah, Pep's back.
When's it dusted?
Yeah, man. So we're gonna have to see what Pep's got to say. Hopefully, get some insight into what's going on tomorrow. Big up all the people in the chat. If you're not already, make sure you like the stream. Massively helps us, helps other people find the channel, and also subscribe to us if you haven't already. We're on the way to 100k. Both them buttons will be below Mr. Murray. It's like, John, you have this what they call the when people
Sign language.
Yeah, sign language. Yeah, that's it. And then they interpret things. He was basically doing that for everything I was saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. LB says Lilo is Thanos snapped. Yeah, he's just been boops in a bit. Right then. Without further ado, let's get straight into the press conference because Pep is talking right now. First, he says he's getting better. He's been asked about his surgery. He says he's getting better 3 weeks after surgery, step by step. Every week will be better. He also said that he was watching City from afar. He said it normally happens when you have surgery. It was okay. He said Wanma and the City players responded really well. Pep has no complaints.
How can you complain? How can you complain?
He can't actually complain. It'd be very strange if he did started to complain, especially if we got 2 wins.
Well, we kind of said this, didn't we, already? I think we said it that if Pep was to have this surgery at all, that was the best period to do it. You know, 2 very doable games in Sheffield United and Fulham. So he was kind of just hoping, look, they're 2 very doable games. You should be able to do these without me. And they did. So there's no complaints. Happy out, man. Juan Malino 2-0. The team are 4 from 4. So Pep's chilling, man. Now it's time to get back in.
Yeah. Not really. He says, imagine behind closed doors he's found something to complain about. Yeah, I think Pep will have found something. There'll be something in the games with the players. He'll probably have found something and be like, don't do this, don't do this. He'd tell Doku in it, he'd be like, yo, you don't do this. You pass backwards. You don't take on players. Yes, Jason Round, how you do, mate? Adrian says, can't find his press conference on Google search. Has he done it yet? He's currently doing it right now, mate. If you go on City's website, you can usually watch the press conference live and see what he's saying. Or if you go on City Extra Twitter, Freddie's pretty fast on the quotes. Pep on Kyle Walker's new contract said it's really important. Nathan Ake, Bernardo Silva, Rico Lewis, Scott Carson to extend. I love how he mentioned Scott Carson. Kyle is important for us. At the end, he decides to stay with his wife and family. It's really important. Apparently, City players demanded that Kyle Walker could not leave the club this summer, says Pep. So City players are clearly like, yo, you cannot let him leave. He's too important to us.
Yeah, well, it's a lovely compliment for Kyle Walker, isn't it? That they feel like that about him, and it's obvious that Pep felt something similar because Pep, remember, he took him out for dinner 1-to-1, just those two. They went on a little night out, went to 42's nightclub down there in Deansgate. You know, had a bit of a night out. So it's
I was getting on it.
you know about 42's, Jordan. You know about 42's, but
Pep and Kyle.
We know the value that Kyle Walker brings to our team and to our club, and Pep clearly feels that. Walker feels that, and based off what you're saying there, the players feel that. So don't need to go over too much, stress it any further. You know, Kyle Walker's the best, in my opinion, right back the Premier League's ever seen. Still playing at a really, really high level, capable of doing so. So Yeah, man.
Man's
Good
committed
move by
his
the
time.
club. Good move by Pep. Buy him a few Jaeger bombs, and all of a sudden he's signing a new contract.
Easy win. Do that with everyone. Should have done that with Gundo.
Let me just say, bro, we got decent numbers in the building right now. We're coming up to 300 in the building. We're only on 75 likes. Do us a favor, chat. Just smash a like on the stream. Jordan's too much of a nice guy. He's too friendly to remind you guys to hit the like. So
I just
I'm
forget.
gonna play bad. I'm gonna play bad cop here. I'm gonna play bad cop. You're a good cop. I'm bad cop.
Okay.
Hit the like button, please, chat. Massively helps us here at City Extra Industries on our road to 100k.
No, that was good cop. You went good cop again then. That was me. I'll be like, excuse me, chat. Please, can you like the stream? Because it massively helps us. Now you've got to be bad cop. You got to be aggressive.
Like the fucking stream, man.
There you go. There you go. That's better. That's better. That's bad cop. There you go.
Yeah, just like the stream, man. Just like the stream and subscribe if you're new around here. Helps us massively. Appreciate all your support.
Yeah,
Anyways,
look at that.
continue.
Straight over 100 likes straight away. So, you know what I mean? Does a solid, innit? Pep on Kyle's longevity. As much as his mind is there on the pitch, it's not a problem. His genetics. Few players I've seen with that conditions, as much as he's stable in his life, it will not be a problem. Basically, him continuing to play at the top level. He said, my thing's just refreshed. Oh wow, there's a lot. Jesus Christ, Pep. Man's chatting. Man can't stop chatting. Just had to scroll.
We like this though. We like this. We like when we have a press conference where man actually talks, because you know when we did those ones with Juan Malilo and he's just like, I am old. I am old. Like, bro, we know you're old. Talk to us. Give us something interesting. So listen, I want to hear every word of what Pep Guardiola has to say. I want to know what Pep Guardiola thinks about everything right now. I want to talk about it. I want to hear it. I want you lot in the chat to know what to give your thoughts on what Pep is saying. We need Pep, man.
Yeah. Well, on that then, City players. Pep has confirmed that City players are going to vote on the new club captain and leadership group in the next few days. So we'll find out who that is. Kyle Walker will definitely be in there. I think you'll have Ruben Diaz will probably be in the captain like group. You'll have Kyle Walker in there. You'll have Kevin De Bruyne in there. Maybe Rodri in there. Just the standard Donnies you usually get in there. But shame that Gundo isn't in there this year. Pep said on Southgate's Phil Foden comments, obviously because Southgate came out and said that about Phil in midfield and stuff. Stupid. He said, I've had admiration for Gareth. It looks like I'd disagree, but I agree with him in the fact that when we play outside, it's a different role. He knows I know Phil can play in all the positions, middle or outside. Gareth says the responsibility without the ball, have to be so smart to know what happens. Important is he can play in the 5 positions, a big advantage. I saw versus Scotland, he starts on the right and moves inside. At the end, not an issue. If we play higher, the responsibility is less. The mentality is he wants to be one of the best. This is a big advantage. Pep
doesn't rate Southgate, man. Pep does not rate Gareth.
Yeah, because Southgate, them comments from Southgate were arse, man. The arse. Pep probably read that and gone, what is he saying? He knows nothing. Yeah.
As an Englishman, you've obviously got a bit more emotional attachment to the English football team than I do. Well, what do you think about the whole Southgate Pep or
it's dead, isn't it? Southgate ball's dead anyway. Like we've said, we know this for ages. He knows how to get to latter stages of competitions, yeah. But is it exciting watching England play football? Absolutely not.
See, I'm not sure that it's a case of he does know how to get to the latter stages of the competition. Bro's got one of the best England squads, talent pool wise.
That's the
ever.
Issue. And he's not. It's like he keeps it all chained up rather than letting it loose. Like,
the squad could get to those stages of the competitions without Gareth Southgate. That's how good they are. Like the talent pool England have right now in comparison to the rest of the world, they have one of the best squads talent-wise in the world, and they have a bozo in Gareth Southgate messing the whole thing up. The attacking options England have is outrageous. It's scary time. But he still chooses to play bozos. Like how? We're not England extra here, so we won't go into it too much. But you know what I'm saying, man. How's Harry Maguire playing for England?
Yeah.
How's Calvin Phillips, with all due respect, getting selected for England? How's Jordan Henderson?
Yeah, how's Jordan Henderson? Is wild.
Bro, Henderson went and took a fat bag to go to Saudi to basically stop playing football at the highest level, and Southgate's still picking him. And then Southgate has the audacity to basically undermine Phil Foden.
Yeah.
Who's a 5-time Premier League winner, man? Shut up.
Stupid, isn't it? Stupid. And obviously Pep doesn't agree pretty much with what he's saying.
Southgate's a bottler, man. Southgate was a bottler as a player and as a manager. You know what? Fuck that guy. You have roiled me up.
You fuming. John Stones and Jack Grealish is breaking news. John Stones and Jack Grealish are ruled out for West Ham, which we said yesterday. Also, Kovacic is also ruled out for West Ham. So the three that we did say yesterday with the rumours, they're both not available. Pep said both are injured for tomorrow. All three are injured for tomorrow. So he doesn't know for Red Star if they'll be back. Step by step, the injury for Grealish is muscular, but he has an incredible knock for his knee and the damage is there. Stones is a bit better, but he still has issues. And Kovacic is also something muscular, not a big issue, but he's also out for tomorrow. So
yeah, I kind of spoke about this on a stream yesterday afternoon about the injuries. They've all got different injuries. I mean, before the international break, before the last game was Fulham, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Was Fulham the last game for them?
Yeah.
Juan Malilo said that John Stones is nearly there or thereabouts. So Pep hasn't really confirmed that or said Stones is nearly ready to play again. So I don't know. See, with these muscle injuries, man, it's hard to tell. It's hard to give a proper time frame.
Yeah.
I know Kovacic was meant to do his MRI scan. We still don't know the results, I don't think. But they said at least 10 days, which could be more, depending on the results of the MRI scan. And, you know, when you're fighting on all competition fronts like we are, getting experienced players injured, like, you know, 4 at once now. Kevin De Bruyne, Kovacic, Stones, Grealish. It's not good. It's not that I don't back the team to win the games.
No, but it's not.
It does make things more difficult.
Yeah, it does. It kind of forces you into a team as well. Yes, Andrew, mate. He says, yes, live from Rhodes, Greece. We all good. I used to work in Rhodes, mate. Let us know whereabouts you are. I used to work in Ialisos. But yeah, let us know where you are, Andrew, mate. Osmodia says bench is going to be thin, and fact, it's going to be when we go for our preview later, we'll kind of have a look at what our bench could possibly be, because I think it's going to be a weak bench from City side of things. Pep spoke about the announcement video. If you've not seen City's announcement video for Kyle Walker, go check it out. It's really, really good. It's probably the best announcement thing that they've done so far. Pep said it was a really good video, even with that our club is getting better in the social departments. The guy who had the idea, chapeau, hats off. So imagine being that guy and you're like, it was my idea, this. And Pep just referenced you. That'd be pretty sick. Pep, speaking about Kyle Walker again, he said, I'm with Kyle for 7 years. We know each other. When he didn't play, was tactical, never bad behaviour. He wants to play, talks to mates and the club, decides to stay with him. Always important. Our success belongs to Kyle Walker. He says, I was really sad to not let him play in the Champions League final. The way they play, the build-up with Manuel Akanji, look at his response since the pre-season games, the commitment. He made me realise how important he is on the pitch.
Yeah.
It's true there. It was a shame the fact that he couldn't play the Champions League final. I was surprised actually that he didn't play given that his performances against Madrid, but Pep is Pep, innit?
That's the way Pep is, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the way Pep is. He actually doesn't really care about your performances before that round. It's all about the opposition you're playing against. And isn't there a thing that Kyle Walker made a speech at halftime or something, the Champions League final, being like, "Your dreams are in my hands tonight" or something like that?
I remember seeing that. Yeah.
Someone in the chat will know. Apparently, he made some mad motivational speech. But it's a testament to Kyle Walker's mental strength, and his maturity, I suppose. That he wasn't picked in what turned out to be arguably the greatest night in the club's history, or definitely well up there. And he didn't throw a tantrum. He wasn't making statements. He wasn't, throwing his toys out of the pram. He signed a new contract, and he started off this season really, really well. It just shows how strong mentally he is, and he understands the project he's involved in. He understands how a team works. It's not about me for the best of the team. He can't argue with Pep because Pep won the Champions League. He can't say to Pep, "Why didn't you pick me?" Because we won it. And Kyle Walker understands that, but he knows that in the semi-final against Vinicius, massive role to play. All throughout the Premier League, massive role to play. So this is how you win things, man. You get players all understanding their roles in the squad, and that when you have multiple top-class players, depending on who you're playing against, the manager's going to pick someone for that specific challenge or that specific winger. Had we played Real Madrid in the final, Walker would have started. Because Vinicius would have been playing. Yeah, you have to understand the rotation, what the needs best for the team, not yourself as an individual.
And obviously it takes good mental strength to be able to side with that. Obviously, it's disappointing not being able to play in the Champions League final, but for the team, we can look back at it and say it was the right call because we won the game. Mm-hmm. He said, Pep said about when he spoke with the teammates, he said he spoke with the teammates, Kyle cannot leave, really important in the locker room, he can make a step forward, has specific qualities you cannot find in the world to control wingers. Something that we spoke about quite a lot is if Kyle goes, who would be the guy to step in at right back? Would it just be Rico or would City go for someone else? We were linked with Pavard, as MJG window cleaning said yesterday. And was it MJG window cleaning? Might not have been him. But that ain't it. But yeah, we've got him anyway, so it's pretty chill. He said with the ball, he's getting better. And after we'll compete with Haaland to score goals. Watch out, Erling. What? Pep just moving weird, saying that Walker's going to compete with Haaland because he's getting better and better. But
sounds like the morphine from Pep surgery is still lurking around his head, man.
Yeah, it's still active. Lamar says Walker has a knock. He doesn't have a knock that we've seen so far, and I think they would have already confirmed that.
Now Walker will start tomorrow, man.
Yeah, Walker will start. Speaking of the devil, MJ, window cleanings in the chat. Yes, lad.
It is.
Pep, speaking about City's busy schedule. First, we have injury problems. We'll miss them, but it is what it is. It is what it is. The season starts right now after the first international break. The transfer window's over. Kids back to school. Everyone knows in 10 months what will happen. The fact that we have 4 wins from 4, the Super Cup, the real season starts now. A lot of competitions go for it. That's it now. Is like everything's opened up. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously, the FA Cup haven't started yet, but you got Carabao in there, Champions League in there, Premier League in there, all starting now. So it's
there's this period between now and sort of the end of October when we play United away. I know there's an international break in there, but like this period between West Ham tomorrow and the end of that United game on the 29th of October, whatever it is going to determine a huge amount of how the season plays out, and it's going to determine a huge amount as to whether we have like a nip and tuck title race where it goes down to the wire again type thing, or it goes down to the last few games, or are City 10 points clear by Christmas time? You know what I'm saying? Because we're playing Arsenal in the Emirates. If we beat them and get and put another 3 points on our gap on top of them, they can't really slip up a huge amount more. Because if we're at Christmas time or around then, say 8 points, 10 points clear, I tell you now, we're not slipping up. We're not losing at that point.
I
so if we can extend this, I know it's much easier said than done. Trust me, I'm not underestimating that. You know, the idea of going another 5-6 games all wins and thinking that's easy. But if we were to do that, win all of our games between now and the end of October, bro, we're winning the league, man. I believe we will anyway, but we could make it a lot easier for ourselves. I saw Big Steve on Mank Talk this morning saying he really wants one of those seasons where we have it wrapped up by like January, February. Because the old mental health and the heart takes a toll when
man, it's heavy. It's heavy, innit?
Like I don't want the last thing I want is another, Liverpool 1 point win type season. Mentally, bro, it's not me. I want to be able to rock up to the Etihad in March and just get smashed on the Asahi and enjoy myself and know we're champs. I don't want none of that title race, but that's what I'm saying, man. We've got what, like 5-6 games in the Premier League between now and the end of October. If we could finish the end of October, early November on 10 wins out of 10, 11 wins out of 11. Imagine. Trust me, chat, I'm not saying it's easy, but if we could, then you're talking about a more chiller season.
Yeah, you're talking about a more chill season then. Obviously, like Pep says, the season starts now basically because we've got our perfect start. But if you kind of just go from here onwards, obviously with all the Champions League games, the fixture congestion involved in there, it does start to get more difficult. And then that's when you really feel the pain of these injuries because you can't rotate as much as you'd like to. But if we can finish October, like you say, if we finish October 10 wins from 10, then you're absolutely buzzing. Absolutely.
Let me just get up something, bro, while we're talking about this, because the way people are talking about the Premier League now is that City are just going to win it with ease. And I think we can win it with ease, but like if you look at our fixtures, we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games between now and the beginning of November. What are we on now? 4 from 4. What's 4 plus 6? Quick
10.
Maths. 10. So if we can be 10 from 10 by the end of October.
10 from 10. it's looking good, man. I know December's quite a heavy month, innit? Like that usually kills you off. In November it does ramp up a little bit as well in there. December usually is like a difficult period. But like I say, I'm confident that if we finish top in this first half and we're like 5 to 8 points clear, I'm back us anyway. I back us even if we were 5 points to 8 points behind.
Yeah, we're kind of just talking about whether we'll have like one of those
A chiller season. Where it's not going to go
like,
all the way.
I want one of those 17, 18 seasons. I'm not saying I demand 100 points, but one of those ones where, you've got one game in March, and if you win this one, you win it. If not, it goes on to the next week, but everyone knows you've won it anyway.
Yeah. It'd be nice to chill with that. MJG Winterclean says Liverpool sit top tomorrow if they beat Wolves. So that's interesting.
Nice
like I say, it's nice that other teams have already dropped points in the league, and then we're just sitting pretty at the top. It's nice that because it already opens up this tiny little gap. Obviously, it doesn't mean anything yet. It's too early to really be judging the Premier League table as well. I know we are top, and that's always good, but it's too early to look at the rest of it. Really, look at like the amount of teams that are joint second. I think there's a long way to go. There's a long way to go.
There is a psychology aspect to it that other teams have dropped points and we haven't. Like I said, if we were to go 10 for 10, it's like last season when Arsenal were kind of winning games but scraping them, like Aston Villa last minute kind of thing. But we were putting in statement performances. We were battering teams and we were putting in serious performances. They're looking at us going, oh shit, they're an absolute machine, trying to catch us, and we're just kind of scraping these wins, and then the pressure builds, and can they handle the pressure? So if all these teams are kind of dropping a point or two here and there, but we're just winning and winning and winning, they're like, oh shit, City are a beast. Like, how do we compete with that?
How do you stop
That's something that we do very well.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, look at Arsenal last season. Arsenal had a great first half to their season. They absolutely smashed it. And even people now are saying that they're going to run away with the league and stuff. And so it is what it is. We have Nunes talk from Pep, which is nice. Pep said on Nunes, he said he can play in the holding midfield, attacking midfield, full back with his physicality. He has to improve the first contact, first touch. Try with the ball like Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin is incomparable. His energy, the balls in the last games as winger. He said the quality is so difficult to find. Dribble and make 10, 15, 20 metres. He will learn to be more precise in simple things. The way we train, he will get it. He has the qualities a manager cannot improve, which is so important. So it sounds like he's saying that there's a long way to go for Nunes yet. And obviously he's young anyway. Wait, is he young? How old is Nunes? I thought in my head I always thought he was 21, but I actually think he's 25.
He's 25.
Is he 25? Yeah. Yeah. So obviously he's still got a long way to go in the team. Is he going to start tomorrow? I think Pep might see it as a bit too soon to start him, but then at the same time, we're injury hit. So is he?
Injury makes opportunities, doesn't it? Injury makes opportunities.
Sink or
swim. The thing with Nunes is we know that Pep Guardiola likes him because he did want him when he was at Sporting Lisbon before he went to Wolves. So it's quite clear that Nunes has attributes and has the potential to be molded into a player that Pep Guardiola likes, or that he sees fit. Sorry, like with all these players that Pep signed over the years, he never buys them and goes, right, you just do what you did before you got here. No, Pep always, like with Gundogan, Bernardo, Mahrez, all these kind of players, he brought the players in on the basis that they possessed qualities that Pep liked, even Jack Grealish, but could mold further into what he wanted. So you're going to have to watch a progression with Nunes as to what he's going to become over the next, like at 25, whatever he is, 24, 25, there's still loads of time for him to become what Pep Guardiola wants. So by the time he's 28, he'll probably be a very different player to what he was when he was at Wolves 2-3 weeks ago, So, but the thing with tomorrow is it too soon to put him into the spine of the team in midfield in a game that's going to be very difficult, in my opinion, to break down West Ham? You need creativity. I don't want to be Chester City tomorrow. West Ham are a big physical team. I don't like the idea of spamming in crosses and letting their big men just clean them up or hoping Haaland can get his head on one. We need actual footballing IQ tomorrow. Is Nunes ready for that? I'm not for 1 minute saying he isn't, but this is the kind of debate we need to have and Pep needs to think about.
Yeah, I think he will get some minutes tomorrow, definitely. I just don't know if he'll start. But we'll have this conversation in more depth later on, because we got our preview at 7 o'clock tonight. Not usually we go live at 8 and stuff, but it will be 7 o'clock. It's a good time for both me and Hugh. Good time for us to get a preview out the way with for your Friday night. That is the end of Pep Guardiola's press conference. So we found out basically the highlights of it. Really, he just spoke a lot about Kyle Walker and confirmed the injury news that we found out yesterday, that Kovacic, John Stones, and Jack Grealish will not be available for tomorrow, and we'll have to see whether they're back for Red Star next week. Other than that, there's no real news. There will be an embargoed section tonight, 10:30. That's usually when you get some other like different bombazos. So maybe he'll confirm if Nunes starts or not. Probably not. We probably won't confirm that. But yeah, that'll be at 10:30. So make sure you follow City Extra. Follow us on Twitter at City_Extra, and you can get the embargo section later on. Other than that, anything else to say, bro, before we head into the preview later?
No. Oh, I'm recording a opposition fan preview as well at 5 o'clock, so that's to look out for.
Yeah, keep your eye out. Notification bell turned on, so you know that when that video goes live, Hugh is recording later on, so we get an opposition preview, which will be good. And then then we'll go straight into our preview after that, pretty much. So yeah, make sure you subscribe, notification bell turned on. If you're watching this on a replay, make sure you like the stream. Big up to all the people who've already liked it, big up to all the people in the chat, and we'll see you in a couple of hours. In a bit.